the wild card weekend dads and duds, an early divisional lines edition of the Stephie Smalls Show on the Sports Gambling Podcast Network is brought to you by Kalshi. Make real money predicting sports. Kalshi is available in 50 states, and you get $20 for free with promo code SGPN. That's Kalshi, promo code SGPN. New year, new gear. The SGPN merch store has a bunch of new items for the new year. And right now, get 10% off everything. Promo code 2026 and includes certified yapper hats. Go get one now. And let's yap.
Stephie touch balls, betting it all on the power bottom falls, top drop the football. Like hopes they've been teasing, they're missing the fall season. ACL twisted, bank account freezing, but Smalls cut the shots like some more reason. The leaderboard rising while the slot machine's ringing. She's slinging plays, stats like Nostradamus. $100 bills raining down upon us.
Happy Monday, everyone. We've got Jesus on the program today. Sweatpant Jesus. We've talked wildcard weekend, everything wildcard weekend, because it was a fantastic weekend of football. Dads and duds as usual. We'll look at some early divisional lines and more. Yeah, but without further ado, from your betting news, it's Jesus. Sweatpants. Jesus, how's it going?
Hello, madam. How are you? Good to see you.
Good. Did you
Happy
have a
New Year.
great football weekend?
Oh, my God. If you had a bad football weekend, then you just hate fun and all the good things in the world. Yeah.
It sucks that it ended on the Patriots game because that game was obviously the least exciting of them all. But I can't even be angry because it was a blast.
It was a kick-ass weekend. It did kind of come to a little bit of an abrupt halt. Also, all the dogs covered. And, of course, I bet the Chargers to cover as a dog, and they were the only dogs that didn't cover and lost.
Yeah, of course.
That was fun, naturally. But, yeah, it was just an incredible weekend of football. It was, the Scorsese cinema situation. I enjoyed every single game for different reasons. Obviously, the Bears-Packers game probably took the cake on a Saturday night. You had some beverages. You watched one of the best playoff football games in a while. But there was a bunch of amazing games all weekend long. I know we're going to talk about some of the daddies and the duds.
We're going to talk about some of the highlights. Before we do that, I sent you. We got to have a quick little conversation here about the Tennessee Titans and some of the suspects that they are interviewing for their head coaching position. What the fuck? Why are we there's two. Why are we interviewing Nagy and why did we interview Jason Garrett? Please, God, help me understand.
I will tell you this, Stephie, and I'm a diehard Titans fan. I know, chat, you can pay your respects to me later, but I will tell you this. I've followed this fucking team since I was a teenager / toddler, pretty much. Okay. And if they hire Jason Garrett, Matt Nagy, or Arthur Smith as the head coach of this football team, I will be volunteering myself to follow another football team next year. That's how I feel about those three guys.
I don't understand how Matt Nagy in the great year, if you want to call it great, in the year let's just say 2026. Let's not say the great year. It's a little early to call it the great. In 2026, why is Matt Nagy getting an interview?
I had Chiefs. I posted about this on Twitter, and I had Chiefs fans in my comments being like, "Yeah, get him off our team. Like, this guy sucks." Bears fans know he sucks. And they interviewed a lot of people, and I know you know this too as a team looking for a head coach as well. You got to turn over all the fucking stones and make sure that they're all right. You got to check all your boxes, right? I just think it was a formality. Please, dear God, let it be Jason Garrett. Just don't even get him close to my franchise. At least I understand Matt Nagy's still a head coach or a coach in the NFL, but those guys are atrocious.
Than me watching Sunday football and then having to go right into, what did they rename it? Sunday Night in America. Well, I don't know what they renamed the fucking, just call it Sunday Night Football. We don't need to make a big deal.
Sunday Night in America or whatever.
Yeah. I mean, we just don't stop. We need to stop changing names. But nothing irritates me more than having to see that weirdo Jason Garrett on my screen after just watching the Giants shit the bed and then, losing bets, whatever it is. And then there's Jason Garrett.
Hey, how's it going? And his annoying ass voice. He also has an annoying voice. Are you weird about voices? Like voices?
I am weird about voices. I'm weird about faces too. Like sometimes
he has an annoying voice and an annoying face.
He's got an annoying face. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
He just unfortunately annoying face. I can't do anything about your face. You're just annoying. I don't want to see you. Obviously, some of that comes with the bias of being a Giants fan, having to deal with his clapping ass for a little bit. If you were to try to guess right now, who do you think the Titans head coach is going to be?
So if I was going to be like best case scenario, my top 3, and I feel like you probably feel this way with your
Yeah.
team and everybody that doesn't have a head coach right now. I honestly, personally, my number 1 is Kevin Stefanski. John Harbaugh, number 2, chop and change. If you give me John Harbaugh, I'll take it. Third choice, maybe controversial. A lot of people in Titans fan base don't agree with this. I'm okay with it. Mike McCarthy would be my third choice.
You know
Those are
what?
my top 3.
I don't mind that either. I actually started doing like my coaching predictions, and I do have Stefanski for you guys. I think that's what I think is going to happen.
It's my favorite.
Yeah.
And the reason why is because right now you have the priority numero uno, which has been the case when they got fucking Brian Callahan in there with Will Levis, which ended up being an absolute disaster, was to develop your eventual franchise quarterback. And you can't argue anything about the fact that Stefanski's really good at that. Didn't work out in Cleveland, but he was dealt one of the shittiest hands in the NFL, right? But like, and I really think that Tennessee and New York are probably the 2 most attractive jobs.
Mhm.
A lot of people are throwing the Falcons name around there, but that team with the quarterback position and all the cap space they have is just a nightmare. So maybe that's funky, but I think our franchise is pretty sexy. You know,
I agree.
Got a lot of cap space. Both got franchise quarterbacks. Tennessee's got the benefit of no state income tax, and millionaires really love that. If you want to come
They
live,
do love that. They do indeed love that. Absolutely.
so, yeah. Those are my top 3.
Fun.
I think I probably yours are similar. I would imagine. Is that similar?
Yeah, I think so.
too?
I think we're like, I just think that Harbaugh is like in my head, I just don't foresee there being another outcome. If that happens, then yeah, maybe Stefanski's in the mix. Maybe
Bro, John
McCarthy-
Harbaugh right now is like, you know, like when you were like, I'm not single anymore, but like when you're in the single pool and like the people that you know, some like smoke show gets back on the market, right?
Yeah.
Everybody comes lining up. Whatever happens, it's just going to be the situation. It's just how it goes.
Because I really do think, and then we'll stop talking about this because I know everyone doesn't give a fuck about the Titans. We give a fuck though.
We do.
I think that the Giants very much need an adult in the room. So whatever that looks like at head coach, they just need someone that is going to be an actual adult that they have.
Mhm.
They have lacked an adult in the room. And then I think the OC hire is going to be very important. I'm actually cool with them keeping the DC that did the interim job. I think he did a pretty good job, but we'll see. So we'll see how it goes.
Just answer the question.
Aren't you tired of like, I don't want to talk about it again all off season.
It's going to be our off season. At least we have some more legitimate football to talk about until it's just every fucking day we're talking about it. Just to answer the question in the chat about the Raiders and the Titans. I'm biased, so give me the Titans. But I just don't think the other aspect is too, the Titans are building a brand new stadium that opens in 2027. I know the Raiders already have that specifically. But I could see a little more benefit towards the Titans side in comparison to Vegas. I know Tom Brady's nice to have as an owner, but I don't know, maybe he's not nice to have as an owner. I think that team also has a lot of other holes as well. So yeah, I'd lean Titans, but I'm biased.
Determined, huh? All right, let's talk about some football that happened. Let's talk about some dads. Who's your first dad from this weekend? I'm sure we're going to overlap with quite a few, but let's give it a go here.
All right. My first dad is the dads of all the dads right now. The soon-to-be dad, Mr. The dogs love the dad. There's nothing else that you need to know. Mine's Mr. Haley Steinfeld is my first dad, Josh Allen.
I love it.
I can't get, it's chalky at this point, Steph, but like the thing is he played out of his mind this weekend. People were doubting him a little bit. Everyone was on Jacksonville, and he went out there and played like an absolute warrior, got beat to shit by the Jags' really good defense. And when he needed to make the plays on this team that doesn't have a lot of offensive weapons, besides James Cook, a couple of decent wide receivers, he made the plays. He made that incredible throw to Brandon Cooks. So my dad, first one, the dad that's going to be soon, he's just the dad of the dads right now, the former MVP.
He was my third dad. And he basically said everything that I had in my notes. Like he's just making shit happen, throwing the team on his back. I think it's fantastic. 2 rushing touchdowns, all in on Josh Allen. I hope he gets it done. I kind of think if for some reason we get to a place, say the Texans get out of this spot here, if the Texans and the Bills, I think the Texans, the defense that the Bills do not want to see. I don't think those teams match up very well.
Well, the Bills,
God.
the dogs again. The dogs might be barking tonight too. We'll find out. But the Bills actually, I think they're already favorites right now against the Broncos in Mile High. Like that line is already dropped, which I'm sure we'll talk a bit about with the divisional round. But I like the Bills. I know that it's kind of chalky in that regard too, but yeah, give me the dad, man.
Okay, I'm gonna be a little. This isn't like controversial, but I'm actually gonna pick a team that lost this weekend, but I'm very optimistic for them. And I just love the Carolina Panthers. Like Vegas wrote you off for dead. You were 10.5-point dogs. Jalen Coker goes out there, 12 targets, 9 receptions, 134 yards, 1 touchdown. Like I'm just obsessed.
In Detroit, 3rd and 5.
I didn't even know that was happening. I'm just obsessed with this team, and I like what the Panthers are doing. They have so many young pieces. I think having, McMillan and Coker, who's coming out to look like an absolute stud.
Still.
I'm just really excited and optimistic for this team. I think Bryce Young continues to improve. And I like the pieces that they have on defense. So I'm excited for the Panthers. Like if I'm a Panthers fan, like I'm going into next season and like I'm not upset. You guys hung in that game with the Rams. I think that's fucking awesome. Like good for you guys. You're in how many years of a rebuild? I mean, you've kind of been doing that for a little bit, but like you've got to be excited if you're a Panthers fan.
The frisky kitty cat dads. Yeah,
frisky kitty cat dads. We love it. FKDs.
Absolutely.
Love
the FKDs. Send it to Carolina. I mean, they hired Dave Canales as the next culture builder in this team in this franchise, right? Didn't quite work out last season, but they looked frisky in moments. And this is what you want out of it, that type of hire, right? You bring in a guy to change the culture, younger dude, kind of got that vibe, and then you saw it on display. So yeah, I'm with you. I think they're going to be fun to bet next year. Yeah. And the frisky kitty cat dads. Yeah,
frisky FKDs. What's your next dad? I can imagine that at some point we're going to overlap here because I think there's an obvious one, but I'll let you go next.
I kind of tried to at least make it a little bit creative.
Okay, good. I love that.
Mine next dad is the Chicago Bears nutsack. And I think it's because that entire team dropped their nuts in the second half of that game and had to make play after play after play from the top down. Ben Johnson calling the plays. Caleb Williams with that incredible fourth down throw. Some of the catches the wide receivers made, the defensive plays that they made. They've done this all season long. The Packers shit the bed. We'll talk about that a little later, but that they showed some stone cold nuts, and they've done it all season. I really liked what I saw from the Bears and proving everybody wrong.
Yeah, it's awesome. Like I have Bears / Ben Johnson / Captain Zesty. Like I am so in. I'm so in on Ben Johnson making rivalries great again. Like that is so important to me because I feel like the entire NFL, we kind of lost that. And like the Chicago Bears main account posting him saying, fuck the Packers. And like everyone getting so upset about him kind of like the quick handshake and all. Shut the fuck up. Like, this is what we need back. Like, make rivalries great. I can't even say that word right now. It's been a long day. But, like, we kind of lost that. And, I mean, at least I've seen that in the NFC East even too. Like, when this team flipping things around and, like, Caleb just – his ability to, like, thread the ball in the biggest moments. Like, he threads – there's 4 defenders. He doesn't give a shit. He's just going to make it happen in the fourth quarter. Like, you can never feel confident playing this team, even if they're behind in the fourth quarter, because they're just figuring it out. Like, another fourth quarter comeback, Ben Johnson saying, fuck the Packers. Like, I'm obsessed with that.
Yeah. I mean, tarps off. He was all doing it all season long. This was like their 4th or 5th just crazy comeback this season, and surely they aren't going to do it again, right? And then they did. And I actually have buddies that I work with at Betting News. One is a huge Packers fan. Bunch of massive Bears fans, obviously, with all of us. So I was kind of torn on what I wanted to happen. And I just wanted a fantastic football game. And we got just that. So, but just an incredible. And I agree with you. I really like Ben Johnson. I think he brings something that's similar to Canales we just talked about. You got to get these dudes to buy into what you're selling, man. And the best way to do that is to show up in the big environments and to make a statement in a big rivalry game. And they did just that.
It's so awesome. It's like the two of us, like, I'm having so much fun right now because I know at no point the Giants need to come up. I don't have to fucking talk about them because they're not involved. It's awesome. This is fantastic stuff.
You got the Titans. We got the Titans Giants stuff out of the way. Now we can just enjoy.
Now we can just sit back,
actual ball.
Just say whatever we want about your guys' teams that are still.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you have any final dads here?
I got an honorary mention dad.
Okay, I do too.
He's my MVP this season. Matthew Stafford. You talked about it with the Panthers keeping that game frisky.
Yeah.
A lot of people are doubting the fact the Rams didn't quite get the job done. But when the game mattered the most, and I think that the Panthers are just kind of a thorn in the fucking Rams side type of deal. So maybe it's kind of the type of team. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
like the type of team that just always has your number kind of vibe. But I thought Matthew Stafford just played incredible in that game, especially in that last touchdown scoring drive to win the game. And yeah, he said I don't know if you saw the clip of him talking to Davante Adams after the game, of basically saying, we're going to go snatch these dudes' souls. And we're going to go and Davante Adams has seen it all on the field, working with crazy ass Perk Rogers for so many years. And he said that was the coldest thing I've ever heard a quarterback say to me in that moment.
I love it.
Shout out Matt Stafford. He was definitely, he's old enough to be a dad too. So he's definitely a dad this week.
Yeah, he is. He also has,
Grandpa.
He's a girl dad. He's like the epitome of a girl dad. He's got like tons of girls. What does he have? 4 girls?
I think he has multiple children.
I think he has 5. He has a lot of girls. My honorary mention is my college basketball team, because the Arizona Wildcats look very, very different than years past where, I mean, they're just phenomenal and they're so fun to watch, and Michigan lost and it just makes me happy. So bear the fuck down, Arizona. And I'm excited to watch the rest of their season. Before we talk about duds, which I only have 2, we're going to keep it short and sweet with me. Make more money sports betting with AVO. That's AVO. AVO is the best sports betting tool that helps you make a profit every time you decide to place bets. They do this by spotting and plus EV opportunities for you faster than the competitors, and they keep you organized in one place. If you're new to arbitrage betting, you're finding opportunities in the market where you bet both sides to lock in a profit. Get started now at avo.bet and use promo code SGPN for $18 off. That's avo.bet, promo code SGPN for $18 off. Kalshi is a real money prediction market, legal in all 50 states. In all 50 states, you can trade tons of markets in sports, including NFL, college football, college basketball, NBA, NHL, and more. Plus, you can even trade props like first TDs. Besides sports, they also have tons of markets like politics, entertainment, and the weather. You can quite literally trade anything. Right now, the Texans are trading as the favorite in the Texans versus Steelers wild card prediction market. Texans have a 58% implied win probability, and the Steelers have a 42% implied probability. New customers get $20 when they use promo code SGPN. That's Kalshi. Promo code SGPN. That ad read was clunky. I'm going to have to look at that after this.
Hey,
show.
I was going to say W ad read. Good job.
Thank you. That was a lot. There's a lot of words in there. I did skip a couple lines. That's all right.
Good job.
How do you feel about this game tonight? Before we talk about duds.
I like the Steelers and the points.
Yeah.
I'm not incredibly confident with it because the Texans defense is really, really good. One of the best in football. So, but I like that. I also really like Kenneth Gainwell for his rushing and receiving yards line.
Yeah, so
my
like
buddy.
his receiving stuff as well.
Yeah, Danny Burke likes that too, my buddy. But yeah, I hope we get a good football game. It's a low total, obviously. Crazy stuff. I got a feeling in my gut though, Steph, and this is what I was thinking earlier today. Something whack's going to happen in this game. We've seen all these incredible football games this weekend. Yeah. Either this game's just going to be a blowout and a stinky ass game, or the Steelers are going to win by 2 touchdowns. Something weird's going to happen. Yeah. I don't know what, but I just feel something funky, you know?
I also have been not to pat myself on the back, but I did a pretty good job with the games this past weekend. So I feel like I'm due to be very wrong, and I'm very much on the Texans. So I do think I'm going to come up short here because it's just time. You know, sometimes you just got to know when the hot streak is coming to an end. And I think it's tonight, guys. So I don't know. Tell what you want, but we're doing a lot of sack props tonight.
So you're saying you're due, but you're due for an L, not due.
I'm due for an L, but I'm so self-aware that I know, this weekend went so well. There's no fucking way it's gonna continue, kind of thing.
Hey, just keep riding the hot streak. I hope you win. I don't really have strong opinions either way. So
This was one of the games last night in this game. I was like, whatever. Okay, let's talk about some duds. I'll let you go first.
I'll keep this one short and sweet. The Philadelphia Eagles offense and their offensive coordinator, Kevin Patullo, is a big old dud. Sure, a lot of Eagles fans in the chat probably feel that way. If this guy has a job in 2 weeks, then there's something seriously wrong with this front
I don't know
office.
why he has a job right now.
Period. Yeah, I have no idea.
Like, I guess I'm not understanding why something didn't give already.
They're going to have to make some massive changes. I think winning the Super Bowl this year kind of put a Band-Aid on the idea of this iteration of this team being successful long term. Did you see the viral video of that kid getting interviewed after the game and being like, Kevin Patullo needs to be flipping burgers? He's like fucking 8 or 9 years old. It was, sure. Philadelphia 101.
That's
right there.
That is so unlike Philadelphia.
I would never. I was surprised he didn't drop some F-bombs, to be honest.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, no, but I mean, it's an obvious dud. But that offense looked terrible against the Niners, and they just shit the bed. And I think that he will be the first out the door, and should be. And maybe old bozo head Nick Sirianni might be following him too.
Yeah. Also, a quick shout out to Eric Kendricks, who did fantastic for the 49ers. That he should have been a dad probably as well. But yeah, AJ Brown too, all year wanting targets, dropping 3 passes during the playoffs. That's just something. The Patullo thing is something. Sirianni running down, after he dropped that first pass and he's going to meet him. Moving as fast as it's a Hail Mary happened and they were about to win the game, running to get in each other's. The whole thing was weird. I don't know. I don't does AJ Brown come back next year?
Man. So as a AJ Brown lover from his days in the Tennessee, come home, AJ. We'd love to have you back.
Yeah, right.
Cam Ward would love to throw you the football. He has this in his bag. He has this diva mentality. The thing about AJ that I've always respected, though, is that when he did that, he did perform. I just don't actually think that Jalen Hurts is a top-tier NFL caliber elite level quarterback. I think that he is good in a system and he's fine to get you the job done if you have a good running game. Though. Yeah, exactly. And to win now in the NFL, you the last year they rode the Saquon 2,000 yards to victory, and fair enough, whatever. But I just don't think that he has the goods to do it long term. And that if you have a top-tier wide receiver, I mean, Davante Smith is an incredible wide receiver too. Those as in wide receiver as well, not wide receiver too. But both of those dudes should be feasting weekly, and they just can't because of the limitations of the quarterback. So Jalen Hurts a lot as a dude, seems like a nice guy, but I just don't think he's elite. And I think AJ, something's going to change, whether it's offensive coordinator, head coach, and AJ Brown, or quarterback there's going to be changes in Philadelphia, and I am here for it. I hate that team, so yay. Changes.
Yeah. I mean, for me, I don't give a fuck. I'm so happy. I don't
dance on that grave.
Genuinely, I think I find more joy in the Eagles losing than I do when the Giants do anything from them. Oh my God. That shit makes me so happy. I think the internet is a better place when they lose. I can't wait for this to get clipped and everyone to be in my comments. Oh, Giant fans, I don't give a fuck. I know we suck, but you're not supposed to suck. So yeah, I don't know. So I think it's
You guys got drubbed by a 6 seed on the road at home as Super Bowl defending champions with half their roster on the fucking IR. So
literally. And Kittle goes down, which also shout out Kittle. Maybe he should have been a dad for asking for tequila. That's fucking awesome. I love that. I'm all for it.
I love George Kittle.
I love him. Do you have another dud? I have one more, but
actually
I
on that
note, hard on anyone.
My second dud is kind of one that's a little bit of a conspiracy theory floating around right now. I'm sure you've seen it on the timeline, and it has to do with the 49ers. Oh. The dud in the fact that their practice facility is next to a low-frequency electromagnetic field sub-transmission station. And somebody kind of documented this whole fucking thing, and it explains they have the most injuries in the NFL since 2014. 2014 was the year that they moved to Levi Stadium, which is their practice facility is next to this. And there's a bunch of science that goes with a lot of the degradation of parts of your body I'm not a doctor. I'm not a scientist.
Didn't like one of the I'm saying quack in like a nice way because like I'm like I respect everyone's like hobbies and following through with things, but like didn't he like go to the practice field and like he tested whatever the fuck he did?
The electromagnetic aspect of stuff.
Sure.
Yeah, again, it's a very outlandish theory. However, you can't deny that this team has been just decimated with injuries over the last 4 or 5, like 10 seasons. So, it just on the George Kittle note, a dud was the fact that has become a thing that we've talked about.
I mean,
and
I
the fact
believe
of
that more than I believe that Helen Keller is real.
There, we can, yeah, you can go with that. Do you believe that the Earth is round?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. All right, cool.
More than Helen. Sure. I don't believe. I just don't. We're not going to talk about it now. But like, I just don't believe that Helen. I think Helen Keller is like a nice story. That was. I'm sure she was a real person, but I don't think that everything is true about Miss Keller.
I would not. I'll go with you on the fact that it's probably been heavily dramatized and sensationalized by this point.
Yeah, it's just like if you can't hear or see, like you can't learn to write, and like it's just not like a thing that can happen. I did go to med school for a little bit, so kind of qualified. Qualified to say that here.
You're like kind of a doctor, sort of.
Kind of a doctor. Can't give medical advice though. Any other duds? I think an obvious one is like Chargers. You don't even look like you deserve to be there. That was heinous. And I know it's the O-line and this and that, and that's fine. It's more than that. I don't know what the fuck the play. Everything about it was just not cute. Patriots defense shut me up a little bit. They looked damn good. That scheme was fucking awesome. But yeah, the Chargers is just a massive dud.
Honorary mention for me in that regard, 2 playoff games during the Jim Harbaugh, Justin Herbert, Greg Roman, who is you get balloons for that. Greg Roman era, who is the offensive coordinator. 1 touchdown in 22 offensive possessions in the postseason. The Chargers are outscored 48-15 in those 2 losses.
Wow.
Yeah. Justin Herbert, I thought, was at blame for a portion of last night, but that offensive line was basically you and me out there, like doing high fives. Like they were playing atrocious football. Yeah, it was terrible. So yeah, that's a good one.
On that 4th down that they decided to pass the ball, I was like, you guys are fucked the rest of the game. Like it's just like I already know how this is going.
Justin Herbert had 37 dropbacks yesterday. He was pressured on 30 of them.
Yeah, it's unfortunate.
Yeah, I mean, he gets to go home to Madison Beer, so I think he'll be okay. But it was hard. He'll be all right.
Yeah, he'll be all right.
I'm sure she's got a few ways to, make him feel better.
Yeah, absolutely. Any final duds before we move on here?
Yeah, I got a last one. This one's obvious. We talked about this game earlier. Matt LaFleur. I thought that the Packers just absolutely shit the bed. They should have won that game. They gave it to the Bears in the second half. And Matt LaFleur was a part of the monumental collapse by the Atlanta Falcons in the Super Bowl to the New England Patriots, that 28-3 historical, and he was on the sideline for that. So to see it again as a LaFleur person is really tough. I do think he's still going to be the head coach of that team next year. But after a performance like that in the biggest moment, to fall apart and collapse and call such just terrible offensive game planning in the second half to lose that game, you got to take a big portion of the blame. So yeah, big old dud for old cheesehead Matt LaFleur, unfortunately.
I think he needs to take like a look at, like he needs to do some internal research on him. He needs to let go of people before it gets too late. He's another one like hanging on to some of these staff members that don't need to be there because they're not helping you in any fucking way. But that's all I'll say about that, I think.
I also, one gripe I have with Matt LaFleur, I've never said this out loud and I just realized it.
I'm excited.
This guy's fucking mustache on top of his top lip. I hate
what is with
little
that?
pencil mustaches. They drive me crazy. And he has one of those little pencil mustaches. Like just either grow one that fills out a little more because I know you can. You've got it on your lip.
Pick a lane. Yeah.
Pick a lane. What do we do?
Yeah,
it looks like it's drawn on with a Sharpie.
Yeah, it doesn't look great. It doesn't look good. No. So dud. His mustache also.
The honorable mention of the duds is Matt LaFleur's mustache.
Yeah, we're out
the stash.
No, thank you.
Yeah, we're out
on
that. 100%.
All right, let's move on to some early best bets. Anything standing out to you about this divisional round?
Yeah, like I said earlier, the Bills taking on the Broncos. I've just been a huge Bronco hater all season long. I don't believe in this team.
It's literally my first no.
They're fake, man. They're fraudulent. I just don't believe in Bo Nix. I know they're incredible. They're the number one seed, and everyone has to go to Mile High. So I get it. Their defense is awesome. They had the reigning defensive player of the year. I watched them game 1 against the Titans. Yes, the Titans lost that game, but this team just cannot offensively impress me for 4 quarters. And when it comes down to it in the NFL in the playoffs, you have to win a game in 4 quarters. And I trust Josh Allen to go in there, Haley Steinfeld, Mr. Haley Steinfeld, with the daddy power and get the job done. So they're favorites right now. I'm going to wait because I do think that people are going to start clamoring maybe to buy in on the Broncos on the plus money. And maybe this flips over, which is what I did with the Bills against the Jags, and then go with them. But I like that game stands out to me to start off. Do you have any thoughts on the Donkeys, as I like to call them?
That's hilarious. I don't know what my beef is with them. I know what my beef is, but they have irritated me for a while. But I think they're not as battle tested either as these Bills. And that's probably easy to say. And I can cherry pick if I want. They're 1-1 since week 10 versus playoff caliber teams. If you take away the Chargers last week, the Bills are really, really efficient in the red zone. And if they can continue that in this game, I don't know. I might look at the total, honestly. I could see this end up becoming closer to a Jags type situation where it's a little bit more of a shootout situation.
The Broncos like to play with their food. And I think it's because they don't have that killer instinct. We watched this team on primetime against the Raiders almost lose to the Raiders. And that team's terrible. The Bills have had some stinky losses too, and that defense sucks. But, I don't know. I just think that this is one of those situations where we're going to find out if the Broncos are legit a Super Bowl contender or if it was just their one and done fake number 1 seed, which we've seen a lot in the NFL as well. Yeah. So.
They've won a lot of fourth quarter, games in the fourth quarter, but not in a way that's holy fuck, the Bears are awesome. This is so fucking cool. Look at the Bears. They're actually a good football team. It's just
not to disrespect your team, but they had to literally
to the Giants, and then the Giants shit down their leg, and that's the reason why you won. You guys it never felt deserving of them winning those games. Whereas the Bears, it feels so deserving.
Yeah, they were the ones that were having to do slog uphill and get through it, where the Broncos have literally just had to get by so many times. So yeah, I like that game. I have a future ticket that I booked in the middle of the season for the Seattle Seahawks to win the NFC at 6-1 plus 600. Right now they're the betting favorites at plus 125. I hedged that by taking, it's not really a hedge, but I made it to where I can have some more fun if the Seahawks lose. By taking the Niners at plus 900 to win the NFC. I know they play each other, 3rd round matchup. It's going to be fun. But I just feel like that's maybe the Seattle's, maybe the Niners, with George Kittle and his tequila and Fred Warner with his, magical from the booth powers. And I don't know, maybe they just got some extra je ne sais quoi. And I think Kyle Shanahan might be one of the best head coaches left in the postseason. So, yeah, that's going to be a fun one too. So.
It is because, what do you think about the 7.5? Because it's a lot of points.
I kind of lean with the Niners right now. Definitely going to wait. I like the over. I think there's going to be points in that game.
Yeah, I have that written down too. It feels icky for some reason. I don't know if it's just because I know the 49ers are being up. But again, another team, really, really effective on 3rd down, especially against the Eagles. We saw that. And I liked the defensive game plan out of San Francisco. I think their ability to adjust to exactly what the Eagles were doing that game was pretty awesome. And I think if you can get Darnold into a bad spot, we know he's susceptible to throwing an interception. So if you can win the turnover battle and Purdy can, be the Purdy that we like, not the Purdy that we don't like, these two teams play each other. They know each other well. 7.5 points is a lot.
That's a lot. If we see Dougie Purdy, we might be a different story.
Yeah, right. Yeah, exactly. That was badass. I'm not gonna lie. I kind of like it.
That was dope. Yeah. The Seahawks, the reason why obviously these teams played to decide the number 1 seed, and the Seahawks went into that game with a game plan of we are just going to run the ball down your throats until you stop us.
Yeah.
And that's why I thought the Eagles were going to take care of business against the Niners, because the Niners couldn't stop the Seahawks. Robert Saleh, though, is one of the best defensive coordinators in football, even though I don't think he's an awesome head coach, but he's a good defensive coordinator.
Right.
And
again, know your lane. Know your lane.
Right. I don't want Robert Saleh in Tennessee leading the Titans. Like, please don't do that. But great defensive coordinator. And he had a great plan against the Eagles to limit Saquon to the big plays. Like, yeah, Saquon still had a nice day on the ground, but he had like almost 30 carries. So he wasn't as incredibly efficient and didn't break the game. Whereas the Seahawks just broke the backs of the Niners on defense. So I think they're going to come in with a different game plan. Like you said, if you can put Sam Darnold in disadvantageous situations, make him have to throw the ball on 3rd and longs, make him turn the ball over.
I do love Seattle's defense. I do.
Oh, they're sexy. They're very sexy. Legion,
so
my buddy,
sexy.
Legion of 2.0. That's what he calls them. Yeah. It's I like this team. Again, I have them to win the NFC. So if they win this game, that's totally cool with me. But from the beginning of the season, because obviously as a team, as someone who supports a shitty team, you could probably get my sentiment here. I picked a side piece this year in the NFL, like a team that I felt like it's a must. And I did it this season for sure. I've always done it like on the side as my side piece.
I always love a little side piece. Yeah, it's good.
You got to diversify the portfolio. And this year I was like, okay, well, the Titans are going to suck ass. So I'm just going to find another team that I can feel good about wanting to watch. And my team was the Los Angeles Rams. Okay. So I like the Rams. I think they beat the Bears. I know that everybody's high and mighty on the Bears right now, but I think they go into Chicago and Puka Nacua and company do the damn thing. And I like the over in that game, though, just to flip to that one to 50.5. I feel like there's going to be just a ball ton of points in that game. I just saw a weather report that's going to be really cold. It's going to be like 0, if not below 0, like really, really cold. Not even below 0 as in Celsius. Like it's going to be 0 Fahrenheit. It's going to be cold as shit. So that could play a factor, but playoff football, we'll see.
I think too, like the Panthers staying in that game is probably like a little concerning for me, because I did think that maybe it would go on. Actually, I'm lying. I liked the Panthers cover, but I don't know. I think that the Rams take it and probably run with it, and they're like, all right, let's get our shit together type thing.
I think as long as they don't collapse like the Packers did, which I think Sean McVay will have those guys ready for that particular situation. The Rams defense is better than the Packers, I think, especially with, the no Micah Parsons and a couple of the other injuries they were dealing with. So, but yeah, again, they're my side piece. So I've been wanting them to be successful. When the Titans sucked ass and I was like, I can just go root for the Rams. That's cool. I'll be fine. So.
God, I love the offseason when I don't have to watch my team play. It's so
Isn't it great?
It's so wonderful. Relaxing. Like I've been so happy. It's so beautiful.
Did you enjoy any particular moments of hate watching your team this season? Because I had some fun with it, like kind of toxic relationship type vibes.
Tell me more about this. This might be something I need to get into.
I don't know. I just got into the point where you just like accept the fact that you're going to be terrible. Because I always have the problem of like still thinking you're going to be good, and I'm just like, no, all right. Well, this season we're going to like legit be awful. Yeah. So then you just find,
and they pissed me off because the Titans kind of did this like more towards like the middle of this. The Giants like really gave us some false hope, and then Neighbors got hurt, and Dart looks good. Neighbors goes down, and then Scadaboo gets hurt. Like they fucked with me in a new way this year.
It was they made you feel really good, and then they took it away, and then they made you feel good again.
So high, but then the lows were dark.
Yeah, those are the types of people you shouldn't call. But no, I mean, I like Dart a lot. And I don't know if we have time to get into this heavily, but did you like them firing Brian Daboll?
Yes, I've been out on Daboll for a very long time.
Okay.
I probably was the first one out on Daboll, and I got a lot of crap for it. It just wasn't the right fit. I like that maybe they say he had a big piece in them drafting Dart. It just didn't make sense anymore. And at some point, what a lot of shitty franchises don't realize, and especially mine, is like you have to just let someone go. It's not working anymore. Stop keeping these guys around. Like how you know him very well. How the fuck Shane Bowen had a job as long as he did? How he got brought back another season drives that one will never not bother me.
That guy sucks. This is a terrible defensive coordinator.
Don't hire lateral moves. I'd never do it. If another team doesn't want him for that position, why are you hiring him from another, no offense, shitty fucking team? Like, what are we doing here?
Well, we can both say no. We don't have to say no offense anymore. We've been know our teams are ass.
It's just two people talking
It's just two ass teams. Well, I have a little bit. So Mike Vrabel does this too, and like he obviously is not a Titans coach anymore. He's in Patriots land, and it's it's working out well for him right now. But Mike Vrabel likes to hire his homies, and he kept his homies around for too long in Tennessee, which is a portion of the reason why he ended up not working out any longer in Tennessee. So I don't know. It's working now. It worked well for Titans fans for a while with Mike Vrabel. We'll see how long it lasts in New England. I love Mike Vrabel. I think he's great, but he does do that as well. You talked about it with LaFleur too. It could be a situation where you just, sometimes you got to look at your homies in the face and go, you lost this shit. You suck at your job. Go find it and go do it somewhere else. But I'll see you, for a beer in a couple days.
Yeah, like it's going to be okay. Wait.
That's all right.
Do you think Vrabel will bring back? Okay, now we're going so off the rails. Don't worry. I'm going to reel it in here in a second. And then we're going to do extra holes with producer Ryan. And then it's going to get even more off the rails.
Wait, what's extra holes?
It's just where Ryan and I at the end just say I don't even know. We have talk yap about random shit, rank things. You never know what's going to be coming out of extra holes. Do you think Vrabel would ever bring AJ Brown to the Patriots?
I would hate that so much, but could. Maybe.
Interesting.
I don't know. I think with Diggs there, it would be complicated just because both of those guys are.
Yeah, Diggs is in the league. Diggs is like, I don't know. We'll see I don't know what legal things Diggs is getting into, but we'll see how that goes.
I love how the arraignment just so happens that they're going to get it after the Super Bowl.
Yeah. We're all so fucking stupid, guys. Thank you. Yeah, it's like we're all idiots. We got it. Yeah, no problem. I do think, okay, if the Steelers come out of this game, I will be on the Pats. If the Texans come out, I will be taking the Texans to cover.
You can take the Texans right now at +1.5 on the futuristic line if you wanted to.
Well, maybe I will, because that's one of my side pieces this year. They have
the Texans.
Yes.
Nice. Why? Do you just some particular player? You like the style? What is it?
I miss that type of defense. We haven't had that in the NFL in a while. That defense is so violent. They just have some of my favorite players. I love Ryans. I used to joke around when the Giants were bad back in the day that I was a Texans fan. It used to drive everyone nuts. They're like, no, you're quite literally not. You wear a Plaxico Perez jersey to school. I'm like, no, I'm a Texans fan. I don't know what you guys.
I'm gonna roll with the Texans. My buddy Vsauce calls the Daniil Hunter and Will Anderson Jr. the treacherous twins, and those guys have been so good. The TTs.
Yeah, I don't think people fully realize how good Daniil Hunter has been this season.
So good.
And he, first of all, gets to see someone that he knows in Aaron Rodgers from when they played in the same division. Daniil Hunter had 15 and a half sacks this year.
Oh, they were
third most in the league. I don't think people realize truly how good of a season Hunter had this season.
The other thing about Daniil Hunter is that you'll see this on full display. Lovely people watching this when you watch Monday Night Football tonight is Daniil Hunter will probably destroy Aaron Rodgers at some point in the game. That guy has maybe the best physique of any player in the NFL. His arms are him and DK Metcalf, I guess, could go arm for arm, but that guy's got muscles. He's
a beautiful man. Yeah,
that guy's is beautiful, chiseled as fuck.
He's fantastic.
And he showed when he sacks somebody and shows it off, you're like, wow, there's 7,000 million muscles right there. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. I hope Aaron Rodgers is okay. He might be, the Simpsons meme.
I'm sure he has already taken his first dose of perks. We'll get him a second dose during halftime. Any final thoughts here before I let you get out of here?
No, it's just been an incredible season of football. Obviously, our team sucked, but the overall watching of all the games the entire season has been kick-ass. I'm glad the wild card round delivered as well. Yeah, super stoked to watch the last few months, and just super stoked for a couple more months of football, and then hopefully, and then sad we don't get to talk about it for 6 months, but it's okay.
Yeah. Let people know where they can find you. I appreciate you coming on. I'm sure we'll have to get you on once maybe some head coaching decisions happen. Maybe we get closer to the draft. We can yap a little bit more about our shitty football teams.
Yeah, that sounds good. Yeah, you guys can follow me on Twitter at Sweatpant Jesus. You can also check out all my content at Betting News, bettingnews.com. We go live every single day on our channel as well for at Your Betting News on Twitter. So follow us over there if you want to come and hang out. We'll have to have you on a show and come and yap with us over there too. The guys would love to chat with you. We'll come talk football.
You're fantastic. I'll let you get out of here. Go enjoy the final game of the wild card round.
Appreciate you, Stephie. Have a good night.
See ya. Underdog is your home for pick'em entries where you can win up to 5,000x. Underdog is bringing the playoff magic all playoffs long. Every playoff weekend, open the Underdog app to see what promos are waiting for you. Here's one for tonight, so get it in quick. This is going to get you 5.0, 6x your monies. Schultz, higher 3.5 receptions. Danielle Hunter, higher 0.5 sack. Fairbairn, higher 1.5 field goals made. And Gainwell, higher 10.45 fantasy points. Again, gets you 5.06x your monies. Underdog's got a brand new offer for new customers. Play just $5 and get $75 in bonus funds when you sign up with code SMALLS. Rhythm has crushed the NFL season, especially on props. Last season, they were even better in the playoffs. I mean, 22 for 12 on reception props, 6-1 on pass touchdown props. My gosh, fantastic stuff here. Here's a prediction that they like. One of their smart signals is DJ Moore over 29.5 receiving yards, minus 114. Looking to go premium. Use promo code SGPN25 when you download the Rhythm app for 25% off your first month. Download Rhythm and use promo code SGPN25. And it's been a very long time, but it's time for Extra Holes.
Extra holes.
Oh, I'm back.
You're back.
Did you miss me, people?
How are you?
I'm doing great.
Were you working out back there? I saw you walking.
Yeah, so one of my new year, new me, losing weight. So got a walking pad for my desk, my standing desk, and getting my 10,000 steps in every day while working. I'm multitasking. Producer Ryan, very busy, you know.
Yeah, I love it.
I also started going to yoga.
I need to incorporate that again. Also, I kind of have a housekeeping thing that I haven't announced yet anywhere. I moved to New York City, so I am back on the East Coast.
Ooh, I'm pretending I hadn't already heard that, but whoa, look at you.
But the internet doesn't know, so that's a little treat for those of you that do watch the show. I feel very happy.
So
today I went home, I had dinner with my parents, and I came back this morning, and it's just fantastic to be back in the Northeast.
Yeah. Let's see if the chat has any New York questions for you.
Some shed powder. Congrats.
Oh, yeah.
I know we're
they
gonna,
know the shed picks.
I know we're gonna do some rankings here, but can I read you? I want to start doing a list of the day, and can I read you a list that I made this weekend?
Yes.
Okay. This is a list called things that are embarrassing because you're a grown up.
Okay.
1, having a fever. 2, a zit. 3, period cramps. Doesn't really apply to a lot of my listeners. Very embarrassing. 4, having a crush. 5, tying your shoe. That's a great one. Tying your shoe is so embarrassing. Like, let me bend down and tie.
You mean like
shoe.
in public specifically,
Yeah,
right? Every morning you're embarrassed?
6, missing your mouth drinking. 7, drinking out of a water fountain. And 8, having a nightmare.
Oh, I love these.
That's a good one, right?
Is it ranked in order of embarrassment or just randomness?
I think this is random. This is kind of like as they've happened to me, I think, lately.
Yeah.
So I just thought I'd share that with you.
That's great. I've done all of those things in the last year. So
if anyone had, that's a good one, like sleeping and like pulling the muscle in your, like, how do you do bending over and pulling every muscle in your back? Yeah. I was in the Midwest, guys. I know the cold. I did this to myself. I'd rather suffer in the Northeast than suffer.
I once pulled my back out or threw my back out, whatever it's called, bending over to get something out of the vegetable crisper. I was like trying to be healthy, get something out of. Yeah, that's what it is to be old. I have something before we do the rankings also.
Okay. And I also I decided I'm going to go on the fly with the rankings here. I wanted to see what felt right. I didn't want to prep too much.
Okay. No, you don't have to prep for
Okay.
mine. You don't have to prep anything for extra holes. We have the final rankings of the circa million.
We did not submit our own picks a couple weeks.
We missed, and our what is it called? Our not bookie. Our why am I? The guy we paid proxy. Yes. They had to just guess for us. I don't even know how those picks did. I forgot to look, but we finished tied for 310th place, 3,033 10.
It doesn't even sound that bad, to be honest with you.
We had the same record as such standouts as Beefaroni.
Okay.
In Slothy We Trust.
Okay.
Cleveland Boys and Degens Only. So that's got to be one of Sean and Kramer's teams. So
yeah, probably. I think next year we do Survivor.
Okay. All right.
I think just like with our ADHD, it's like I just think it would be easier for us.
That's fair. I totally get that. I'm not against it. We'll try Survivor next year and do our best not to get out in the first couple weeks.
I want to get the boobs if we're not gonna win.
We'll get the booby prize.
Yeah, the booby prize.
If nothing else. Okay. So one thing before we get in, did you see this?
Kias comes in and recovers it had it been a fumble.
Here's Benedict, by the way. You thinking he's in there to block? He's 30 yards.
That is Theo Benedict, an offensive lineman running a wide receiver route in that game. How I had to show that.
A little bit.
Yeah, he did great, but then he got knocked over by safety Evan Williams, which is pretty embarrassing to get knocked down as an offensive lineman by a defensive back, I feel like.
Who was like really tiny.
Yeah. I mean, he's like 305 pounds. He was like cooking downfield like he was going for free samples at Costco or something.
Too fast, he's too big.
He got all that. Okay. So I have thought, what if the playoffs were decided by vibes only?
Okay.
So we're not looking at stats. We're not looking at win record or points put up. Just the teams that we think are vibes. So I'm calling these the aura rankings.
Okay.
And I looked up crystals.
Okay.
And these are the best to last crystals. Okay. I don't know what makes them the best, but that's what the internet said. That's what ChatGPT said. So we start off with my amethyst ranking. Top vibes right now. I'm going with the Bears.
It's got to be.
It's got to be. Caleb looks like a wizard. He's got some crazy crystals around him.
Ben Johnson is making rivalry. I can't say that word. Rivalries. Say that 3 times fast. Great again.
Rivalries, yes. They're running offensive linemen out on routes.
Yeah.
Ben Johnson gives the best locker room speeches. How do they not? Yeah, they have to be top fives. Do you have another one for Amethyst?
Lil Wayne's tweet about how the Packers suck. They didn't deserve to be there because they let a quarterback with purple nails beat them. Hilarious.
Lil Wayne, not as progressive as you thought.
Yeah, it's got to be Bears.
Okay, so you got them too?
Yeah.
Okay, second, Tiger's Eye. I'm going with the 49ers. They got the eye of the tiger. Most injuries in the playoffs. Just lost Kittle. Still won. Brock Purdy has vibes enough for the entire team, I feel like. That guy's all vibes.
Yeah, I think they have the vibes too because Fred Warner is hurt. George Kittle just went down. What team am I not thinking of? Rams? Who am I not thinking of? Listen. Who am I missing?
Texans, Steelers. Who else are you trying to think of? We got the Broncos, the Bills, the Seahawks.
Vibes are kind of good, no? I wish the Texans D could just be a category.
Oh, well, I do have just a defensive category. That's black tourmaline. I don't know how to say. That's the defense first aura.
Okay,
it's all about protection, survival, ugly wins. So, okay, we'll get to that one last. The next on the list, Jasper. I've heard of Jasper. I don't know what it is. I've got the Steelers on this one because it's like, what is going on with this team? No. You know, like I can't describe it. Fans were chanting "Fire Tomlin" a couple weeks back. Now they're back in. Aaron Rodgers is like in aura bankruptcy from all his bullshit. He's like playing on aura credit right now, and they're still in it. I mean, we'll see tonight what happens.
Yeah, I think the Bills have to be there for me next because it's like Josh Allen's just like, how cool is Josh Allen? Like his wife is just pregnant at what was last night? Not the one you won, the other one. The Grammys. Was it the Grammy? Golden Globes.
The Golden Globes, yeah.
Golden Globes. She's there, pregnant as shit, announcing, and then like he just wins the game. She's doing her thing on the red carpet. Like, how fucking awesome is that? And then Josh Allen, it doesn't matter. Like, he's throwing to Brandon Cooks. The defense is making up guys at this point. I think it's fantastic over there.
Yeah, I mean, they might be more like Tiger's Eye with the 49ers as far as that.
I think I'm with you there.
I think Bears have to be top of everybody, but let's go. Josh Allen alone could have the Tiger's Eye ranking. And then Obsidian, the lowest, the dark one, the dark crystal. I got to say, I think it's the Rams.
Okay.
Because Panthers almost beat them on aura alone this weekend. Like they don't have nearly as much talent. Sean McVay has swag, but they have so much talent, and they almost still lost to the Panthers. Their aura seems clouded.
Yeah, I was saying, like, I don't think they. What did I say on the show with Colby a couple weeks ago? I don't think they have the friendship I'm looking for.
Right,
like,
they're not a friendship team.
They're not filling the friendship mark that I'm looking for here, and I think we saw that in display.
Yeah, I agree. So you're in on the Rams with me. It's the lowest vibes.
Yes. I probably would beat Pitt, to be honest. I think Pitt would be my lowest vibes.
Okay. You think Pitt has the worst vibes?
I feel like everything that you were saying, but I'm the opposite. It's like you were just calling for Tomlin to get fired. Now it feels like a fugazi. They only are here because of that Loop's 44-yard missed kick. Like, I don't know. I got to see something. I'm also glazing the fuck out of the Texans, and this is going to crash and burn and eat me alive at the end. But I think that Pittsburgh is at the bottom. If they win this game, though, they'll soar in the aura because it's, they get Metcalf back, Rodgers off the perks. It might be fun.
Yeah. All right. So this is my black tourmaline. This is what defense first aura. And I know where you're going with this. You've talked about them all year on this. You're going with the Texans.
Texans. That's a fucking defense.
I think they've had some leakage in their aura, personally. They didn't look that they have leaky gut in their aura. They didn't look as dominant the last few games. I don't know if they were looking ahead.
They were taking it easy, all right?
I'm going to give this to the Seahawks.
Well, they would be number 2 for me.
All right. Because preseason NFL.com had them ranked 7. They ended the season allowing fewest points per game, led the league in yards per rush allowed. I feel like that alone is perfect for the playoffs. Defense first. They're just really punching above their weight class. And I think Jaron Reed must surround his mansion with quartz crystals because they're known for their healing power. Yeah. That guy came back from injury real fast, and he's just been a beast.
I'm going to do something for my next one. It's going to be the Patriots. I was really impressed last night. Like, the way that their defense played was impressive. And I was pretty low on them for those that listen. Like, I didn't feel great about it. I'm going to do the Patriots. I think, again, another team that's making the most out of what they have, too. They're
That's
playing
true.
they're putting players in the right positions. They're adjusting as needed. Like I'm pretty in on this Patriots defense. I need to see them do it another week in a row. But I mean, you look at some of like the statistical stuff coming into wildcard weekend. I talked about it a lot last week. I was a little bit worried about like the secondary and what that was going to look like. And it looked great.
All right. I have no argument for that. They did look great. They shut down. I mean, they shut down a bad Chargers
Right. I need to see them
line.
do it again.
Yeah. But I mean, hey,
You can have the flowers.
good picks. All right. That's our aura rankings.
That's it. Be sure to get a certified Yapper hat, 10% off right now. They're fantastic. You guys all love them.
I gotta order one for
pod.
myself. We don't get free ones. I have to buy myself one.
You can send me and Ryan one as well because we have to buy them ourselves. And please rate and review the podcast. And golf is back on the program. PGA is back this week, baby. So tomorrow, Sam Wagman's going to be on with us. We'll do a little bit more previewing for the divisional round. And then we're going to talk some golf futures. Brooks Koepka is back. A lot of exciting stuff. So I'm ready to get out of here. Let's watch this game.
Let's do it. Bye,
See ya.
guys.
Stephie Smalls Show, sports gambling. Place some bets on winners and catastrophe. If you want to know where to put the money, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday is the place to be.